Hi guys, what's up? I am back with American Horror Story Season 10, Episode 8. This episode is called Inside. I guess aliens going inside of people and impregnating them. That's what the season is about, apparently. Even for men. So that's interesting. Like, did they just, insert a uterus? How? Aliens, they can do anything, apparently. I actually really liked the last episode. After kind of a disappointing ending to the first part of the season, I liked such a big shift, because it totally feels like a different story. It is a different story. It's about aliens, and we haven't really focused on aliens in the show since season 2, Asylum. And that's my favorite season, so I'm really happy that we're going back to that and seeing heads explode and all that shit. It's really fun. So I want to dive right into this episode. Anyways, let's get started, guys. I might be drinking booze on a Wednesday, but it's been a long day. Plus, it's October. I feel like you kind of can drink every day if you wanted to. I guess this is a cheers to me finally catching up with the show for the last 2 episodes. Episode 9 is airing tonight, so I'll react to that tomorrow. And I'm really proud of myself, giving myself a pat on the back. And people have been liking this part of the season a lot, so that's good at least. Back to some golfing.
I simply want
we
to
have
know
better
how
things
you
to
found
do,
this out.
Ike.
Are you gonna tell Jack about the alien treaty?
He's the president of the United States.
Alien treaty, so they haven't
Deserves
taken
to
over.
know what's going on. I'm going to give them every consideration they deserve.
He actually hit it this time, guys. I think he's an alien or been probed or something.
Well, the less people who know about this meeting, the better.
Well, I'm on pins and needles.
Oh, that's nice.
Dick, how's New York treating you? Someone in my cabinet a Russian spy?
I wish you were only that.
Aliens.
And with the technology that we are getting in exchange, we will dominate the world.
So is that how they explain our huge technological leap in history? I don't know.
I need to tell someone.
You know what I think is really bothering you?
What's that?
You know what you need to do.
I feel like I don't know enough about American history to be like, whoa, that's that person. Ooh, that's person. I don't know American history. I study, higher level European history in high school.
Little Lord Fauntleroy is just dying to tell the American people what's going on. Now we can't just...
Is that why he was assassinated?
Do we know who's in the study group?
We need to be prepared for anything, sir.
I mean, what was the other alternative? Is being the entire world being enslaved by aliens. I get his treaty with aliens, but it's just who they pick and choose. That's where the conflict lies. If it's someone important, people are gonna care more. I wonder if they're just trying to integrate with humans.
This Salisbury steak looks absolutely melt in your mouth delicious. Even for breakfast.
Okay.
And you cooked this in a new microwave oven?
Took all of 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
I have to confess, I was a trifle nervous about using technology we got from them, but
They gave us microwaves.
it's absolutely life-changing. The Pink Palace, the press called it, as if there's something wrong with blush tones.
I'm gonna make some calls.
Now, don't you tell yourself you've done anything wrong. This is patriotism at its finest. And I'm proud of you.
Well, a man was shot in the head, but sure.
If you're so ashamed of this treaty, then why did you make it?
Because I am one of them now. I don't know how he suddenly got so talented with golfing, but... Well, talented, but... He missed that shot last time, so I'm assuming something happened.
You always begin these meetings with a prayer, sir.
That's when we had something to pray to. You're excused.
Get out!
Lost his faith.
If we don't play ball, they'll make a treaty with the Soviets. The Russians are already ahead of us in space. A deal like this could let us catch up. But at what cost?
It's so interesting. I mean, it's so crazy to think about how advanced we got in such a short time with technology.
I fear your suspicion. I sense your resistance.
What's in the box? It's a present. Weapons.
Those filaments use light to carry information. The speed of every electronic device you have will be tripled.
It's evil. What, you see we're being tempted?
Blow us that
This
up.
is our 40 days in the
Hold up.
desert. Someone needs to stand up and say, "Get behind me, Satan!"
Now we go.
There are toxins and viruses that we have not evolved to combat.
Oh, that's
So we need to
true.
create something better. Time is running out for both our people.
Dang! But he killed that missile. She's awesome.
What does she mean our test subject has failed?
Is that Earhart's baby? Imagine how bloody looking this would be if it was in color. I guess that's why they chose to do that.
You didn't deserve this.
Yeah, it was a very short-lived character for
You're an American hero.
Lily Rabe. Dang. That was good reflexes, dude. It's like an instant headshot.
Can you believe the New York Times says adults across the country are starting to celebrate birthdays? And all because of me and the ones I throw for myself.
Is that when they started to celebrate birthdays?
Birthday parties are not just for children anymore.
People celebrated birthdays as adults. Didn't they, like, Victorian era, all that? They had balls. I don't actually know. I'm just thinking maybe in the U.S. Maybe because they were poor at some point. I don't know. Well, she's just too okay with aliens. I don't know. What does that look? What does that look, Sarah? Why are you so creepy this entire season?
When the time is right, we use their own technology against them, and we kick their asses right the hell back to wherever it is those slimy little bastards came from.
Dick, there's so many what-ifs in that it's impossible to count.
Yeah.
They don't even know if their technology will work against them.
There's no
That's
technology that cannot be applied to war.
Unless it's, like, affected by DNA.
And you break that trust by going to Dick Nixon?
But you weren't hearing me.
Oh, that's Nixon.
That's why
It just
I went
clicked
to
to me.
him.
Dang.
I was desperate to find anyone who could talk some sense into you.
It's the nicknames that get to me. Like, if they say Richard. I forget that Dick is a nickname for Richard because it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Allow us to enlighten you.
Dude, that was a weird look. She's one of them. Hey, floating Sarah
We've
Paulson.
spoken before. You remember what happened to the last person we occupied.
That's why they showed that.
I'll kill every damned one of you if you hurt my wife.
Okay, we're in color. So present day is color.
And she's disgraced.
Oh yeah? How discreet do you think she's gonna be after you tell her that we got abducted and impregnated by
Yeah,
aliens?
look at how pregnant he
It
is.
didn't happen. You don't know if that happened.
There's always a logical explanation for things. Whenever some
Well,
unexplainable phenomenon happens, everyone screams aliens.
It's explainable because it is
It's
aliens.
never any of those things.
They're for alone in this huge ass universe.
I see you're pretty freaked out, so I'm going to save the safe sex conversation for your next visit. Just know that it's coming.
Just
Okay,
tell her.
let's have a look.
We don't know how technology is gonna affect like this alien thing. It's gonna maybe fry everything. What do you see? Tell us.
Wait here a minute.
Dude, she looks
Just
so
need to
freaked
check
out.
something.
They're gonna leave.
Is there really a baby in there?
Something's in there.
Alien baby.
It's not possible.
Oh gosh, they know.
I'm still holding for Dr. Sharp.
Pretty creepy. I didn't realize last episode that
I'm
goes
sorry,
to
the
color when
office
it's in the present,
Yes.
but that makes sense.
Office hours ended at 4.
So
You're
subtle.
home with Dr. Sharp at Cedars? So you haven't told him what you saw?
No.
Good.
Dang, really? A doctor? Gotta double tap it too?
What?
Considering this is presents, that's interesting. I guess aliens came back and they're, I don't know, trying to integrate again. Or they took over everything. Oh, there's a bunch of them.
You must stay calm.
Wow, that mask is awesome.
For the baby.
Who's this actress?
Where?
Swear you'll be prepared for the next phase.
Is it the chemist?
Who said anything about saving Earth? You be quiet.
Okay. So it's still a present day attempt to try and integrate. I like the look of this area though, like that mask is awesome. Weird jello. It's so funny to see men pregnant. But yeah, valid question. Where is it gonna come out? It's just gonna rip itself out of your stomach. Like it did for me. Oh, what is that thing in the jello?
I spent some time working the circuit south of the border, and I
Hey,
saw
yeah,
this girl
it's her. I
who
recognize
could
your
shoot
voice.
ping pong balls right out of her lady bits.
Was that Steve Jobs? Just
Oh,
that?
yeah. He can't dress for shit, but he's real sweet.
What? That's not. Oh, I would not eat that.
Where you work?
No, I actually worked at the Pussycat Lounge in '68, and then I was a backup
Oh,
dancer
okay.
for Aunt Margaret at the Sahara until I aged out.
And then I get to go home. Right?
Life must find its own way.
What does that mean? Life must find its own way.
Can go your own way.
Ignorance is bliss, sweetheart.
Yeah, what do you think would happen? It's interesting why they also choose men to, have these babies, because it's like women's bodies are entirely built to incubate something, person in it.
We didn't mean to scare you, but it's almost
Sounds
time
like the
now.
chemist.
All your questions will be answered.
How is this baby gonna come out of me?
Life must find its own way.
Like a
You'll
cocoon.
see.
Oh my god, it's moving, it's moving! Just tell me what happens next.
You die.
Birth.
It's a hybrid. Oh, whoa, that was the end of the episode. I was surprised. I didn't really realize it ended there. They went straight into the preview for the next one. Okay, that was a bit weird. That was a weird episode. Obviously, I would have probably followed along better if I knew more about, American history. But I followed along fairly well, better than surely my parents would. But yeah, as I said, their whole plan was to integrate with humans. That's the only way to save their species, because I guess they can't live here as they are in their current form, so they need to, have hybrids, which is a plot, we've seen a few times. But it's well executed in this, where we get to see not only the deals they made back then, when Eisenhower was making deals with them, but we also see the present time result of all of that, and it'll be interesting to see how it all connects from past to present later in this the rest of the show. There were only 2 episodes left, so. But yeah, it must have taken a while, as evolution does, where a bunch of them were failed experiments. That's why they had a kid take so many, abduct so many, and they're still working on it. So several years later, interesting. I wonder if there was a halt in it because of Eisenhower, but considering that he didn't want anything to happen to his wife, I'm assuming they did strike a deal, but they're still working on the perfect hybrid. I like the visuals too of like where they're taking now that they are pregnant, and those jello things, the white clothes, the white setting. It's really interesting. Also love the mask that the hybrid alien lady wore. I like the style of it for sure. And I hope you liked my reaction to this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.